Jeff Baker.
Morning, Dave. Happy Easter.
Morning, Jeff. Happy Easter to you.
Thank you. Your team's played 500 hockey going on pretty much close to a month right now. And I'm wondering, I mean, that's your probably your best sustained results that you had all season. And I'm wondering, I know that the process and the results are sometimes, not always one and the same, but I'm wondering if you see any common denominator for what's led to these types of results popping up over the last month as opposed to the first few.
Well, there's been a lot of little different pieces, and from night to night it can be different. A different part of your game that makes the difference in a positive outcome versus a loss. But we've had real good consistent effort. Our play without the puck has been over that stretch. For the most part has been consistent, and probably the biggest thing that goes with that is once we've had the puck, we've done a better job of getting up ice, getting ourselves out of our zone and out of trouble, and then onto the offensive side of the game. So the connection of those pieces has been a little bit better consistently, Jeff.
How much of that do you think is players just learning and adapting to the system from the start of the year?
That's part of it. That's part of it. Really, we've been pretty consistent in that area since, I go back to, around mid-February. I go all the way back probably, Jeff, to the overtime game, I believe, that we lost to Boston. And we played a pretty good hockey game that night. And since that point in time, we've consistently, we've been solid in the areas that I talked about. And, when you add in, on the nights when we're winning games, you look at our goaltending performances, they're a big part of it. Usually one or both of our specialty teams have performed well. So, all of those pieces, have to come together. Good morning. Happy Easter.
See what kind of your takes are so far. You've had a little bit of a sample size here for guys like Sprong, Rask, a couple other players that I got into the lineup.
Yeah. Well, Rask, he's quietly, he's just a really smart, good hockey player. If you watch his play with the puck, he's got very good poise in traffic, and he's got a good stick. Even down to last night. He wasn't the most noticeable player on the ice yet. He made a couple plays, one of them leading to to our first goal. The play that he made out, just good poise, and finds Borgen entering the zone. So it's things like that have made him very valuable. Spronger got off to a great start his first 3-4 games. With some goal scoring. And Spronger and I actually talked. We talked just before yesterday's game. His game fell off a little bit. The two-way game fell off a little bit. So he was, being out of the lineup for a night or two. That was the area that he and I talked about, and we wanted to have a good, solid game there last night, and he really responded well. He continued to get the good scoring chances. They didn't go in the back of the net last night, but he continued to get those chances, and his two-way game was better. It was more reliable.
Anything else here for Dave? Jeff.
Dave, I was just wondering, does the presence of a guy like Matty Beniers coming in for the first time, does that have a spin-off effect, do you think, on some of the other players elevating their play just to accompany him in their midst, just knowing how much is expected of this guy?
Well, I think everybody wants to see their teammates do well, and everybody in our dressing room has an understanding. There's great opportunity that Matty comes in with, but there's also a little bit of weight on his shoulders coming in with expectation. So, I just believe I've talked about how good a teammate and the humility and the competitiveness and poise that Matty has come in with. I believe that's you get back what you put in, and he's brought that to the table, and I believe everybody else has been great in terms of their support of him and wanting to make sure that his transition here is successful as well.
Just one more for you. I feel like the kind of past thinking was that a jump from college to the NHL was a really hard jump to make. It feels like that's changed a little bit in recent times. I'm curious if you have that same opinion of it, and if so,
Oh, Darren, it's still a big challenge coming to this league from any different level, whether it's from the American Hockey League, and good preparation there, or junior hockey or college hockey. This is the best league in the world, so it is a challenge. Everybody is handles that transition differently, and that's that has to do with a combination of your mental makeup, of your skill set, of your maturity. So it's a little bit different for everybody. And I guess just what I want to preach, to everybody. We've all been very impressed with the way Matty has handled himself, and he's ready to be here. There's no question. Let's just continue taking it, one step at a time, and just continuing looking forward to him building his game, and continue looking forward to his success building over time.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.